What's up, guys? Your boy Philip here from Spinnercraft, and thanks so much for joining me today because we got a dope episode today. We're going to talk about a spinner that just came out. It's a good price spinner. It's a beauty, and let me tell you, this thing is quiet and looks super sharp. It is the ZEN Spinner. Before we get into the review, I wanted to go over a couple logistical things. First of all, for those that entered into my Instagram contest for 1,000 fans, thank you so much. We're going to be giving away the prize most likely tonight. We're about to hit 1,000 tonight, and that was a beautiful Hyperstone spinner for those of you that didn't catch this one before. Brand new, limited edition, straight out the box, comes in this awesome holster. And it's this beautiful, beautiful limited edition brass spinner from Vietnam. And it's really like the whole package. You know, it comes with cleaning, it comes with an extra bearing, it comes with the product, the holster, everything. We're gonna be giving that away to somebody tonight on Instagram. So check that out if you participated. Thank you so much for participating. If you haven't gone to my Instagram, go check that out. It's just instagram.com/spinnercraft. And I'm always posting up some different promotions and specials and giveaways that aren't always on YouTube there. Secondly, dude, the contest, you guys are nuts. I am so excited about this contest. All right, so a couple days ago we did the Spinnercraft special behind the back contest. Basically what you had to do is take a spinner, you gotta get that spinner going, you gotta throw it in the air behind your back and catch it while it's still spinning, right? You can't just throw it and catch it. Anybody can do that. You got to throw it and pinch grab it while it's still spinning and have it still go. It's pretty hard to do. I mean, some people can get it within a couple hours if they really practice. Sometimes it takes people like a week to pull this off, even one time. So anyway, I did a video a while back. Check the link above for that. And I showed everybody how to do the Spinnercraft special, and nobody was really doing too many spinner tricks at the time. They were just mainly throwing it from hand to hand. And so I kind of wanted to just jump in there and see what was really possible. And then what I noticed was after I announced this promotion or this giveaway the other day, people are going nuts with this. People are amazing. They've blown me out of the park. I'm gonna have to up my game now. But I've been watching all the submissions of people doing this Spinnercraft special behind the back trick, and it is awesome. I've been watching them here. I'm gonna throw one up on the video so you guys can see an example because they're so fun. You guys are so talented, man. Some of you guys have been doing way above and beyond just the behind the back. You're throwing it in one hand, you're throwing it behind the back, you're throwing it behind the back again. One guy did it 3 times behind his back. I mean, it's just insane. Now I know all the older guys that are collectors in this are like, there's no way I'm throwing my spinner up in the air and catching it. I might get a bruise on it. Cool, man, don't do it. You know, obviously it's the ones that you can do and feel all right with if they get a scratch or get banged up. You know, so this is more just about having fun instead of preserving your pristine collection. If you haven't submitted your video yet, submit your video in the comment section, not in this video, in the one where we talk about the giveaway, the last video. Go submit your comments in there and put a link to your video. Find out all about the rules and how you can win 10 spinners. The grand prize winner will get 10 spinners. Thanks so much for everybody for joining. Definitely go check that out. We'll be doing more prizes. We'll be doing stuff in the future that doesn't require a spinner. I know there's been some questions about that, so we're totally going to take care of you with that. But for now, go enter. We're going to be collecting all of the entries on Friday, and I'm going to be posting the winner out probably Friday night or Saturday morning. So don't forget to get in your entree. Don't forget to get in your entry. I think I got it right that time. All right, let's get into this review of the ZEN Spinner. Now it comes in a couple different varieties. This one here is the stainless and it's polished. Looks really sharp because the spinner is sharp, so it looks really sharp. Although polished always gets your fingerprints on that. One thing to remember. Before we get down on the table view, I want to talk to you guys and show you a little bit of this spin action, okay? I mean, I feel a little bit of vibration, but there's no sound. If I go sideways with it, I don't even feel anything. I mean, this thing is, you could forget that it's spinning. This is how amazing it is. Let's see if you can see that against my sweatshirt. It's small, it's beautiful. Let me tell you, These edges are done well. There's no hot spots. There's no place that's sharp edges. A lot of times with weights, when they have these weights on the top of the wings or the arms, there can be sometimes a little bit of sharp edges. It's been done right. There's no hot spots on there. This thing is smooth as a baby's butt. Smooth as a baby's butt. And because the fact that it is that smooth and it is a nice size, let's show you comparison to my hand, small to medium sized hand, and it's taking up obviously a very small amount. So when you give it the pinch, you can get it with every finger. I mean, you can catch it with underneath, you can catch it with your ring finger, you can switch and go from thumb to pointer to thumb to middle finger, you can catch it forward, you can catch it backwards. I mean, this thing is fun. Now, the thing I like about this baby is obviously this one's polished. It is smooth, smooth, smooth. And it looks classy. It looks really nice. It looks like it could be some sort of, you know, presidential spinner. Not the president, but like the president of a company. It feels very classy. It's something that you could put out and somebody's not going to be like, what's that? You know, it looks interesting. For having the weight kind of feel to it, where there's the different weight looks, which you can find on like the Torque Bar or Zero Feud or a lot of different brands. Sometimes when there's the weight look and there tend to be more of an inexpensive price, you can find a lot of hot spots or sharp edges, especially out of some things that have been made in China. And with this one, you really don't find that. This is all super smooth. Everywhere you look for it, it's smooth. It has such a nice feel to it. Even right down in here in the finger groove where you're going to be spinning and then putting your finger right in that groove there, it is nice and smooth. It feels really nice against the finger, and it's just a good experience overall. Again, this is a smaller spinner. Look how it is in comparison to my hand versus other spinners are the full length of my hand. So this is maybe a quarter of my hand. And again, it's very small. When you do the pinch grip down here, you can reach it with every finger. You can do the classic, you know, middle finger push forward and backwards. You can even get in your ring finger in there if you have some dexterity with that. And then when you switch it to thumb middle finger, you can of course get the front flip, the back flip. This thing is really smooth. It's really nice. I like the cap. The cap has a slight divot in it. For what it is and because of the finish, I wouldn't want any actual etching, I think. I like the fact that it's smooth like that and it goes and has a nice appearance. As you can see too, it has a really nice look to it when it spins. Might be a little fast there, but it's easy to control. It's easy to use. Now the thing that I like about this, and I'll take apart the brass one just because we're working on that one, is let's take the caps out. So this has the R188 and it has the new locking system, the same one that you see on the Spinetic spinner. And the cool thing about that is usually we're going to find a bearing inside 3 different ways. We're going to find somebody who's glued it in. We're going to find it press fit in. And then we have this new locking system where it's actually locked in there. So when it's glued in, you got to get the glue and you got to get it out, and then you got to put new glue in to fit it back in and stuff like that. And that could be a little bit of a pain in the butt. When you got press fit, sometimes what we're doing is we're actually pressing something in that's potentially going to cause a little bit of strain on the inside. It could cause strain on the bearing. This is a different system though. This is actually locked in there with a bearing lock. So you can take a penny, a coin, I just took the back end of this razor blade, and you can actually unscrew the bearing lock out, and then the bearing just falls right out. It's not glued, it's not stuck, it's not press fit, and then we've got the chamber inside that's all threaded. And when you're ready to put it back in, you just pop the bearing inside the cap, like I did, and you just pop it back in here, and then you just screw it back on. So now we have a system that doesn't require glue. We have a system that doesn't require any kind of pressure and has a perfect fit. And we pop that through the center, and then we pop the cap back on, and we're good to go. So very easy maintenance for these. Great look, great appearance, smooth, awesome price point. Something like this, if you were to buy it machined in the US, would probably be in the maybe $80 to $100 range. And I think these are retailing for $50 and lower. So it's a great price point. It's a fun product. It works like a champ. Super quiet, super smooth. I definitely rate this as one of my new top 5 spinners for sure, 100%. So definitely, if you're interested in a nice stainless steel one in the $50 range, something on the smaller side if you have smaller hands, or if you just want something that's small and has a lot of fidget factor like this one does. See, this one, no matter how I hit it with my finger, it always finds the right spot every time. It's not like some bigger ones where you can kind of mess up. Literally every time I drop my finger in there, it's going exactly where it needs to go. And so that makes this a really cool spinner, especially with the smooth chamfered edges. It's really kind to your fingers and it doesn't beat your fingers up. Check this one out, the ZEN Tri Spinner. I think it's really, really cool.